Hello, 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 and welcome back to another trek through the dungeon. We have finally made it to the Black Zone, where we are going to take on Griselbrand. Where last we left off, we had just taken out Red, and journeyed all the way here, which I will admit took longer than I expected. Freylease now or Freylease in 1? Freylease in 1. I want to go ahead and build up enough to play Primal Vigor first. Here we can play Primal Vigor immediately, or we can hold off. We'll hold off until next turn, and instead use all of this mana to play a Kiora. Can even strike here. Okay, there's Snake dead. It's a good thing we held off. Primal Vigor. Untap. I meant untap. It's fine. This is fine. Even just 1 is enough, because Primal Vigor will double it, and it's going to go up even more next turn. What does Griselbrand do, actually? Wow, that's pretty bad for me, actually. Oh, this is perfect timing. We'll proliferate and add counters to all my good stuff, which will be doubled, and we'll hit like a truck. 1 more turn, game's over. You've created a new monster. GG. Hooded Hydra paying off. I think that we are actually going to have to play Big Elf here, just for the ample sources of draw, healing, and potential. Because this kind of, I sap your health 1 each turn could be really punishing, coupled with just a few targeted kill spells. Or not. I mean, I do have a decent overall amount of health. Love how he picked the wrong target. Kiora. Tap. Neolano or Elf. And pass. What does this do? It just makes a... gives me a creature, but gives him a creature. Unfortunately for him, my creatures are more valuable. He doesn't know that, but it's true. T-Varkel. Is there a way to get the Benevolent Hydra first? There is. Like this. And now we bring this guy up. And it goes... should be 1 higher, right? Put a +1/+1, now it's a +2/+2 with Death Touch. So we'll throw it at him. If we want to trade, easy win. Wow, that's horrifying, but it's expensive, so he's not there yet. Proliferate, please. Throw the board at him. Dare him. And now we finish this. Actually, you know what? We'll take the haste option. tap for 1, tap for 1, Priestess. Tap for a bundle, untap the Priestess, tap for a double bundle, Primal Vigor, and very low value Voracious Hydra, but Benevolent Hydra followed by Primal Vigor. Yes, first I'll draw a card, then I'll double, and then I'll double. Okay, cool. Double, please. It's a 26-27 with trample. GG. I mean, clearly my counter deck didn't even come close to running out of life from the Griselbrand effect. The Griselbrand effect is really mild. This guy has a crown. What's his crown for? Starts with a single swamp. That seems a little meh. I'm playing a diamond, okay. Just black, yeah, it's fine. So he's built a mana base faster than usual. I'm not one to complain. I'm a fine one to complain. We'll do this and just drop it. Okay, so you have a huge mana base now, actually. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he can cast some nasty spells. He's growing his mana base faster than me, for being blunt. Let's Griselbrand immediately. This might be my last turn to have the advantage. Might be. And if I keep it, then I can play Primal Vigor and get an even bigger advantage. Poke. Here it comes, Grave Titan, his namesake. Death Touch, when it enters, so he's going to flood the scene with massive quantities of zombies. We're going to need a big wall to survive. Let's put it with both of these, actually, just, yeah, to wall up. For what it's worth, that is enough to stop an attack and keep Monarch status, so I think we continue to go all in on the presumption that he'll let me keep the Monarch a little longer. It was not an unwarranted assumption. Do we do this? I mean, we only lose one of them, so yeah, definitely. Oh, it was a Death Toucher. Never mind. And he got it back. Okay, so our board is in really bad shape. But we do have a 13-13 in play. And that number is only going to get better. We need to prepare for the fact that he can actually just literally run zombies around us and win. I don't think we can win this one. I think he's outplayed us pretty well. Just literally just... He has that many animate deads. Yeah, see, I mean, he does this, and then what do you do? 2, 4, 6, 8. That's lethal. GG. Nicely done. Nicely done. Damn, this whole terrain is really hard to navigate. Alright, what went wrong there was... Actually, what did go wrong there? He built a huge mana base, but he gave us 4 turns to build up. We didn't convert fast enough on a win. What could I have done better? I think we switched to Big Elf. It's more appropriate for winning these matches. We also got greedy with doing the primal, and then the primal plus this and that and the other. Hooded Hydra would have been better if we had drawn it, but yeah, Big Elf it is. Let's try it. Grave Titan with reanimative Grave Titan. If I had let the Grave Titan be, I don't think that's any better. Straight to him. Alright, buddy. You did it your way the first time. Are you down for a rematch? Beautiful hand. Oh, we need to get the elven bows out and do all of that schlepping back to the way it used to be. I mean, yes, it's a bit of a liability, admittedly, to run without those things, but that's kind of how this deck is. Weaker against flyers does not equal weak. I love that that's a 2-mana 3/4 with a piece of equipment. Does this already win the game? No, because I have to tap mana to use it. But this is beautiful. May not win the game, but it's a beautiful attack. It gets him half dead. Alright, GG. You ain't so bad. Mana. Erebos Titan. As long as you control no creatures, or your opponent controls no creature, you control this in opponent's grave, describe if you do return. Oh, it's just a Grave Titan. Just looks weird. Some okay stuff. Nothing worth getting excited about. Funky Witch or Funky Ghoul? We'll take Funky Ghoul. He looks cool. Hello, cool ghoul. Did you go to ghoul school? Grave Callers. Okay, so expect reanimation shenanigans. I have a mana dork. No, I don't, but I have a path to getting one out. That was unfortunate. And a huge setback for my mana base, unfortunately. Doubly unfortunately. You seriously killed the hatchling, but not the... whatever. How can I understand your logic? Let's do this, because it's cheaper. And saves this in case of another kill spell. Alright, he really has a vested interest in filling my graveyard, it seems. Let's play our 10th attempt at getting mana going this game. Uh, 3 cost. It's enough to play a champion. Okay, he has a huge quantity of zombies. And I'm already down to 9 life. Damn, am I gonna lose again? I think I'm gonna lose again. I can make excuses about it, but the fact of the matter is, his deck ran exactly like it was supposed to. Kicked. I can come back with more life later. I'm just gonna go right back and re-challenge him. I'm greedy. I had a really good hand, but he had a kill, a Wrath of God, and my mana was 1 short the whole time. Here, 1 less mana dork, 1 more forest. Dork. What does this do? Nothing. What does this do? So we are primed to go off next turn if he lets me. In the meantime, I'll offer him 2 trades, which he really should accept. He doesn't. If he gets a kill all spell, they all come back with this. That's a really nice combo. Okay, let's go. Mirkwood Channeler. And keep at least 1 creature, please. Good. And go for the Monarchy. Oh, I can't afford the Monarchy. Okay. We'll just Uzuri then. Keep the regeneration ability open and swing. Yeah, if you want to trade your whole board for this, you're welcome to. Okay, he got it. He got the ability. A couple things. First, Uzuri. Oh, they can't be regenerated. Son of a gun. How is that even fair? At least he only gets 1 creature out of it. And I'll immediately bounce back with this first. Because I want to be able to continue drawing. Oh, he's reanimating my board. That's nasty, and I'm already down to 6 life because of the boldness I had in coming back immediately. Yeah, we can't afford that. That's fine. Monarchy stats. Tivar Kel. Jesus. Yeah, guys, I gotta tell you, I didn't save the hardest for last or anything, but apparently this is the hardest, and it's last. Let's head towards the town. It's a pretty far distance, but before I run out of money with which to buy the world magics. I've done so much of my game against green, blue, and white instead of black and red, so I guess I just haven't periodically upgraded my deck for the things I need for these fights. World magics. Buy a heart, buy a black. What's this? Sleep wand. While we're at it, there were some things we boarded around. Let's board them back. That's a better pick. I'll just board these to the sideboard. Keep 1 if you like. I don't love Ilfheim, actually. What elf would I feel like actually helps this deck significantly? Another Priest of Titania. I already got 3. I would take a Priest of Titania over a Marwyn, actually. Lowering the mana curve is also a good thing. Reach can't be blocked by weaklings. Grows for legendaries. And draws cards if it hits. It's okay. protection options. Elfdroppers. I think this card is unironically one of the most important stall cards this deck has. I don't think this card is that great. Monarch status is a win more status. If I'm already winning, it's great. If I'm not, it's not great. So, we were stymied by red only when we got to the boss. We've been stymied by black before we got to the boss. That's quite insulting. Which makes me wonder how bad Griselbrand's going to be in the latest update. Generally speaking, I've had pretty good luck against Griselbrand. I feel as though the AI doesn't always know how to optimally use the ability to draw 7 cards with a 60 life total. We're gonna do this, something a little bit humiliating, and not fight you. We're gonna go to the witch. Just hope for better luck. Good luck. We've got a forest, and it's her open, so this is perfect. Do this, 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 and just immediately go into this. We don't have anything to do with just 1 mana, but we do have options for 3. We're already down to 17 life, so that's fine. Go ahead and grow the board, and generically offer trades, which he accepts. What does that do? Okay, so it's even worse version of the daily life drain. This card becomes more valuable. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm a little short. So get an untapper in play. 2, untap. 2, get another untapper in play. I'm no longer low. And tap 3 mana for a Galadrim, or 2 for this, 1 for saved, and now we are threatening to win the game next turn, or stabilize sufficiently to win the game next turn. Oh, there goes my entire board. Hate it when you do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish mana capacity is too little for this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish is too low. Christ. Alright, that's fine. Let's go. Let's put any elf in play. And then a couple more. And pass turn. I mean, what else can you do, right? Okay, so we're double cursed by leeches. Our bleed is really bad right now. But unless they have kill spells for the Wolverine Raiders, we're getting one of those in play this turn. That should help a lot. That's fine. Okay. How much mana can we still produce? Not plenty. So then let's not worry about buffing things. Let's do this to get even more life back as it enters. And that's it. Pass turn. If you gained life, okay, never mind. So it's going to be really painful how fast which of the Moors triggers. The beginning of your end step. Is there any way to get rid of that card? That's going to be awful. Her killing my entire mana base is what's really set me back. Otherwise, I was way ahead. Okay, we'll do this. Henge is in play, so I'm just going to gain lots of life. Yeah, we're basically taking a turn off to build. And gain back life while I do it. There's nothing here that taps for a ton of mana, unfortunately. And this does, but I can't get enough green. Even if I untap this green, it's still only 2. So, anyway, I can tap a Beast Whisperer. That would be nice. Yeah, let's get a Beast Whisperer to play. Alright, now we have a board. And 23 life. Which we're losing 3 life and they're gaining 3 life per turn. That's actually nuts. But we got rid of the resurrection ability, so that's huge. Alright. Now's where we tilt things in our favor. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Untap 5. 6. Untap 7, 8. GG, baby. Yeah, if he always has another sweeper, I'm in trouble, but otherwise. Alright, save before the boss, in case it crashes the game. I will say I am pleasantly surprised how little the PC version crashes compared to my phone. Not that my phone crashes all the time or anything, it's just... You've seen how large my boards can get. When I'm even more sloppy, it takes forever to load, and then eventually it's like, whoops. Oh. Grr. That was undesirable. Let's go take the other gold. Griselbrand, I am here for you. Okay, it comes down to this. The stage of battle is set. Beautiful opening hand. Early, mid, late. As long as I don't get wiped, I'll be great. Which I fully expect I will be getting wiped a few times, so, you know, it's okay. Comes with the territory. Can I afford this? No? Okay, so we'll do this. We'll prepare for mid being next turn. Obnixilis. That's just horrifying. If there's any way to kill that, by all means do. But I don't think there is. I think this needs to come out immediately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. I have no way of playing it yet. We can do this. Yeah, probably okay. If I tap this, I still can play more stuff, right? Yeah, so it's fine. Tap 1, untap. I can play this or this. This is probably better. Tap 2. Tap 3. What am I untapping with this that matters? Nothing. So this is better. Okay. Chump block all day long, baby. Obnixilis doesn't have trample, so we should never take damage from it. Okay, what's next? In order to play this, I need 2 real mana and 7 total mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm there. So we're skipping Wolverine Raiders to go straight for Nissa. Beautiful. 8/8s in play. And now we're going for Wolverine Raiders ASAP, but it's been delayed, so we have no guarantee that we'll ever make it. I don't need to put that on. I can actually do this to create a new jump blocker on the offset chance that he decides to still attack. And hey, poke your nose. Wow. Horrifying. Thank God I built this in right when I did, or I would be in really bad shape. I could have destroyed that artifact, actually. That might have set it back even more. How are we getting ahead here? I can't play this yet, and I really need to. Get one more land in play. And save 1 mana from that land for later. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I can play it straight up next turn. You are desperate. I love it. Build a board, baby. And start getting some life back right now. Also do this. Actually, I think we do this. Yeah. It's probably going to set him back an entire turn if I'm being honest. That's pretty bad for me. It's flying. That alone would have been a lot to deal with. Damn, this board just gets worse and worse. There, that's how I deal with it. Remove the enchantment. And use this to do this. Ah, you Wolverine Raider. You thought you were the only one who could play Reanimator shenanigans. Gain life, pass turn. Again? How many of these do you have? Or as Razul said, how many times must I get rid of you? Boy. Did I go wrong? Should I have been pumping out creatures? No. This is the best way to go. Just removing threats. The potentially lethal threats, right? Yeah, that's where my attention had to be. Well, let's basically make him play another board wipe now. Oh, that was black. Pfft, what a waste. Okay. That's the turn, basically. I could swing. No, there's no point. He's probably going to go after a Planeswalker. It's going to be that one. Okay. Definitely create a pathetic little horror. If we go with over Stampede, we still don't kill him, unfortunately, outright, and we really need to kill him outright. If we do this, improves our mana base heavily. Now we can do mana generation. Put another creature down. That also boosts the attack. Untap, mana generation. Untap. Do we do mana generation again? I think so. Mana generation. He is potentially dead on the board, but I'm dead right now with no blockers, so GG. Well, I will say this, it's not a Griselbrand deck. That much has been modified. It used to be a deck that was all about drawing Griselbrand, and he doesn't do that anymore. Vanguard. Saving mana for later. Swing. Griselbrand on turn 2. Fuck. It's been a real grind. I can't afford it even. Huh. Fine, Kiara. Jesus, I can't afford anything. Look at his health. He's drawing cards like crazy. He has 42 cards in hand. Which means he has enough mana to do just about anything he wants, but he just discarded his whole hand. So he does still have Griselbrand, and he still doesn't know how to use it. And it's not going to matter, because I have even less this game than he does. But I have something, damn it. Alright, I'll do this. He is literally down to 4 life. A shock would be enough to kill him. But he's got every ability to control my board, and I have none. GG. That was well earned. And is it just me, or is the nearest town way too far? There's towns apparently right here somewhere. No, those are caves. Those are caves. Nearest town is way too far. How do we beat this guy? I think I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Lorthis and just literally re-challenge him and see if I get better luck, because there was definitely a couple games there that I felt were very close. And his ability to nuke my board came at some nasty times, but surviving even one board nuke would have been enough. And that second round, my god, if I had a second land, it would have been enough. Griselbrand, you win round 1. But I will take First Blood Part 2. We're actually going to play Llanowar because I'm 90% sure he'll kill whatever I play. I was wrong. So, now what? Beast Whisperer or Titania? We'll do this. You don't know what he's gonna do next, so it's fine. But we'll go all out. If I do this, yeah, this is better. Alright, where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is enough. Nissa, baby. I say we roll greed. No, we roll non-greedy and destroy this. Knock him back a turn so that he's still where he was a turn ago. Save this for next turn and swing. Lock down a bunch of damage now. Okay, he only needs 2 mana to be devastating. It's just a 6/6 flyer. It's not the end of the world. It is painful though. We're going to attach the bow to this so that our blocker can block the flyer. And then we're going to start growing the board without any fear of the inevitable kill shot. If there was a way to play this, it'd be so god tier right now. It would solve my mana problems even after a board clear. Damn it! But I get the board clear and I don't get the kill shot. I was so close. I literally had the... Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Game's not over. He cleared the board, but I have the equips. He might have the animate deads, but I have... Oh, poopies. There we go. Scry. Bottom that. That's not how we win this round. We win this round by getting some means of healing. This is an okay means of sustain, by the way. It loses 2 life and draws 2 cards. Well, I can take 2 cards. That'd be amazing. Thank you. Griselbrand is not a terrible pickup here. And since you have so kindly given me the ability, I will feed on you before you have the chance to do anything. Probably should have waited for a Griselbrand or something better, but okay. Replaces itself, that's fine. GG. Not a turn too late with that play. This is playable. Do we... Yeah, we do this. We invest in lands more than we invest in Lana Wars, unfortunately. So far, at least, he hasn't shown much ability to destroy lands. Perfect. He's already... See, he could have killed the Mana Dork so easily if I had played one. Sure, you can have the Farhaven Elf. Since I have nothing that counts elves on my board yet. Canopy is probably okay. Dream is better eventually. Canopy is better now. None of them are good. This is all very weak, honestly. It's a weak sauce hand here. Take the mana play. Perfect. So it's a good thing I didn't play 3 creatures to feed into that. Let's do 1 Lana War Elves. Pace myself, playing my threats. Mana Bow. Perfect. And store for later. He's a ways away from having 4 different named demons, but I would love that card to build around. That sounds fun. I need 7 to play the game winner. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 1 off. Can this get bigger? No. Yes. Alright. Costs 4. I'm so close. All I have to do is survive 1 turn. I'm not going to play another card just yet because I really think he's going to board wipe anytime now. Okay. We're getting Great Hand in play. That I know. Oh, wait, what does it cost? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or alternatively, we swing first, and then we play it for cheap. I like that play better. We can chump block, so that's okay. This only costs 2, so it's effectively free. And that means I can now do stuff like this. Next. Next. Inexhaustible suite of chump blockers. Do I have what it takes to cast this? Somehow I do. Next. And now we stop, because the truth is he is likely able to kill this board. Don't know how, but I just fairly sure he is. He's killing a few important pieces like that. Chump block or take 6. Nothing here counts the number of elves, so chump block is fine. I still took damage, it's a trampler, that's even worse. Just keep doing what we're doing, baby. Don't have a lot of options, just keep doing what we're doing. Here, that's a solution. Let's get there. Now we have a blocker. And a poker. We don't have a heal, but at least the Great Henge is close. Now he plays kill all creatures somehow. He has 1, 2, 3 named, so I think I'm pretty close to game over here, because one more and he wins the game, right? Psych! I have that ability. Alright, you really need to be clearing my board soon, or this is going to add up eventually. Is that enough? Oh my god, that might be enough. A pumper right now might actually be enough. 9, 11, 18, 23... plus 8, 31 for some blocks or some trades. This is so worth it. And I have 15 health, so I can afford to take some damage. But I can't afford to cast it, can I? No, I'm too poor. Damn, it was so close. Can I use the down ability on this? Would that be enough? I've already used this ability. Yeah, I killed the thing. Shoot. Alright, never mind. We'll have to wait a turn. Taunting Elf is another win condition, potentially. I need to know what I'm tapping to get this 3. 1. Oh, Heritage is going to eat my board. That's what's going to happen. Which might be okay. Oh, Heritage can eat these 3 just fine, actually. Yeah, go ahead and Heritage Druid those 3. 1, 2, 3. This is how Elf Ball is supposed to look. Do we have a Mana Pumper? Let's play a Mana Pumper and basically tell him, if you don't stop the Mana Pumper, I win next turn. Go ahead. I have 1 air blocker. He has 11 damage potential pointed at my board. I can also swing and tell him to lose a creature. Let's do that. Alright. Comes down to this. No, that's game over. He's got the block, he's got the swing. What? Okay, he misplayed, but it's not gonna matter. He could have attacked first. He's down to 7 cards in deck, though. Wait, that's 7 cards in hand. Never mind. He only has 5 life, so we're still in this. Oh, we are very much still in this. Alright, first things first. Drop a healer and a chump blocker. Then drop a big-ass creature. Then an untap. Does the untapper help me here? This can't create a new elf. It can only attach to an existing creature. What does the Fandelver Mine do? Oh, it's a new game, so nothing. Just scries. Which is something, I shouldn't say nothing. Let's drop another Planeswalker so that he's tempted to make the wrong choice. take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20-ish damage. That's enough to kill me. Damn, I was so close. But I just happen to not have the right cards in hand. Oh, wait. Token generation. It might be enough. Might be enough. He played another Griselbrand. It's not going to be enough. Then again, he can't afford Griselbrand. It might be enough again. God, I'm all over the place. We don't have... Oh, we have Henge. We have Henge. So we can keep drawing cards. Garenberg is a terrible choice. This is an excellent choice. If he hasn't board wiped yet, he might not have what it takes to do it. And I have 28 life now, so I'm not on death's door. Let's attach the Elven Bow to something that can afford... This is not a... It's a flying lifelink, but it's not a trampler. That's the key. Where am I getting one more mana? I can't afford it. Can I untap this? Yeah, sweet. That's how we're doing it. Next turn, we attack with Trample and win the game, potentially. I mean, it's a big potentially. He has enough cards to stop me, but I have enough health to tank him for a little while. Okay, Griselbrand. I don't have any flyers, so that's good enough, actually. That gets through. And it's a lifelink, so it's even worse. That one isn't. Well, we definitely are just creating at this point, so that's fine. We still can get the trample off because of this guy. Awesome. Make a ton of mana. Untap a ton of mana. Make a ton of mana. Oh god, I think we just won. I think we just won our match. I think we just won our match. Izuri to the rescue. What's that? That's any one of these gets through, it's enough. And I have a lot going through. I have no other means of generating mana, correct? No mana dork I've forgotten. Alright. Everybody, swing like your daily life depends on it. Okay, Griselbrand, what you got? I love reading this many lethals. That makes me feel very comfortable. G. Mother G. You know, making a Griselbrand deck is actually going to be a good idea too. And with that, all 5 keys are secured. So we're going to go back to the blue castle for our final prize, a Mox Sapphire. So the way it works is you see those 5 keys, they can all be traded in for 1 Mox, any one you like. But you have to go to the castle that has it. And you can't go to any other once you've gotten it. It trades all 5 keys at once. Used to be that you could get the Mox as a drop from the boss, but that was too easy. You could also re-challenge the bosses 5 times and just get a bunch of them, so. What a freaking run, man. It was worth it. It was so worth it. Due east. Griselbrand fight when he suicided himself in the middle and still didn't die, and then I realized he did suicide. He just drew 20 cards. But then I got the right Trampler. Trade all keys. Oh, strange key acquired. You might wonder why I went with the Mox Sapphire. Answer is, it's the most powerful. It enables some of the most powerful decks in Magic, so that would be my natural go-to. Alright, that was a good run. Next time, we either continue the story at the center, or we take the warp to the duplicate. We don't warp, sorry. We find the duplicate hunts, and we try to duplicate the Mox a few times. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.